For more on this, let's talk with Trump campaign chief operating officer Jeff DeWitt. He joins us now. He's also the state treasurer of Arizona. Jeff, good to have you here. Thank you.
Thanks, Sandra, for having me on.
All right, so you just heard it. There's a lot going on right now, and we all see that. The news keeps coming in, and the latest on these allegations over sexual assault and Trump groping women, he is expected to take to the podium there shortly. We're going to go to that, but Pence, his running mate, saying to expect potentially by the end of day evidence refuting those charges. What should we expect?
Well, I know that very soon we have some very strong things coming out to show that. But think about how hard this is, too. Imagine if somebody contacted you, Sandra, and said 30 years ago you inappropriately touched them. You know, it's very, very hard to come up with anything. These unsubstantiated attacks that are coordinated, as it appears now, even through the emails, with the media to attack Donald Trump. And, you know, here we are. Early ballots are dropping in a lot of states today, even as in Arizona. And they come out with these claims of 30 years ago he touched someone on an airplane. And it's so much junk. And it's the politics of personal destruction. It's what the Democrats do
Jeff,
over and over every election cycle.
And he still has to deal with it. And even some of his supporters are questioning whether or not he is handling this situation well. Is he focusing too much on these allegations rather than getting back to the issues? What do you make of his handling of it at this point?
You know, it puts him in a tough position. They attack him personally, and I know him very well. He didn't do any of those things that they're claiming. But I think all of us want to get back to the big issues, as you discussed here just a few minutes ago, about WikiLeaks and the emails that are coming out that show the coordination between the Clinton campaign and the White House, who, interestingly enough, President Obama this morning is campaigning on behalf of Hillary, who's not campaigning herself, but in fact at fundraisers. But it shows the coordination to hide evidence. It shows John Podesta saying, let's hold back emails between the president and the Secretary of State. And as if those are not work-related emails.
So let's show our audience exactly what it was that John Podesta, as you were detailing, wrote to her top aide, Cheryl Mills. And this happened on March 4th, 2015. He said, think we should hold emails to and from POTUS, the President of the United States. That's the heart of his executive privilege. We could get them to ask for that. They may not care, but it seems like they will. Jeff, at the same time, people need to know that publicly they were saying they were turning over every single email. And here, apparently, is a discussion that would indicate that they were not turning over every email.
And you see emails showing that John Podesta was setting up at the exact same time phone calls between himself and the chief of staff at the White House. It shows that Hillary Clinton had a meeting with President Obama. And if my memory is correct, it was the same month, just a little bit after this, that that firm in Colorado used the BleachBit program to wipe the server clean. Right after these emails, right after these meetings and conversations. Then a few months later, when Hillary Clinton was asked about it, she said, oh, you mean wiped with a cloth? Pretended she didn't know. And then she goes in front of Congress and testifies 21 times that she cannot recall. I have the best advice for Hillary Clinton in which she could recall everything that happened, and that is she needs to go and read WikiLeaks because it will refresh her memory very clearly on what she did.
Well, it just keeps getting more interesting. Jeff DeWitt, thank you. Good to have you.
Thank you, Sandra.